Hey y'all, welcome back. Amanda Jensen here, and welcome back to Lesson 18 of my Become a Model course. So this week I want to talk to you about perseverance and not quitting when it gets difficult, whether it's on the road to your modeling dreams or your acting career or really any goal. So I'm going to kick us off with some inspiring quotes and some Bible verses, and then I'll share some stories with you. James 1:2-4. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. The next one, Romans 5:3-4. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. The next one, Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. If you're a person of faith, sometimes we need to wait for the Lord to act. Like Psalm 27:14. Wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart, and wait for the Lord. Sometimes we need to keep going and outlast the opposition and the difficulties and just keep taking actions and keep doing the right thing. But sometimes we need to also rest and wait for the Lord to act. Wait for the Lord to answer our prayers. Some other quotes to inspire us. Perseverance is the ability to keep going despite challenges and setbacks. It involves determination and resilience, such as perseverance is not a long race. It is many short races, one after the other, and success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, the love of what you are doing. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to just try one more time. There are two kinds of success. One is the rare kind that comes to the person who has the power to do what no one else has the power to do. That's like genius. But the average person who wins what we call success is not a genius. That person is a man or woman who has merely the ordinary qualities that they share with their fellows, but has developed those ordinary qualities to more than an ordinary degree. When obstacles arise, you change your direction to reach your goal. You do not change your decision to get there. A recent story of my perseverance paying off is that actually I just booked like 4 things in a row in 1 week, and that was after like 2 months of booking nothing. I was totally feeling ignored. I was feeling just like crickets. I was like, what's going on? This is crazy. And then all of a sudden I booked 2 commercials and a film and a modeling gig, all paying except for 1. But at any rate, it just goes to show that sometimes your willingness to not quit can help you reap a harvest if you do not quit. And I think that on the road to our dreams, we go up different levels, and it is important to keep taking action. Sometimes we just cannot force things to open. But if we do everything that we can and we pray about it and we let go and we let God, then we just have to wait on the Lord. We just have to wait on the Lord to open the next door. But as long as you're doing everything you can in your own power, then you shouldn't worry and you shouldn't give up, because your harvest will be coming. At least those are the promises that help me keep going. Lately it feels dry for me again in my bookings, but I'm never going to give up. Opposition and difficulties doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing something wrong. It just means that the open door has not come yet. And I want to share a few more inspiring stories. The first example I want to share about is Sylvester Stallone for the movie Rocky. He was told time and again that the movie was uninspiring, it was not good enough. He was even told that he was not a good actor. Obviously, it ended up getting picked and it's now a global success. But during his journey, he got so poor that he had to sell his dog. Another example of difficulty before success is Madonna. Madonna moved to New York and worked as a waitress at Dunkin' Donuts. She was very poor. She worked also as a backup dancer, and she dropped out of high school. And eventually, obviously, she became a legend when she finally was hired as a solo artist, but her journey was not easy either. And finally, Martin Luther King is another amazing example of perseverance and resilience. He was arrested 30 times during his leadership of the civil rights movement. He had so much opposition, and many of his causes did not even succeed. But he ended up winning the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. So obviously for him, perseverance paid off. For this week, I want you to write down a time in your life where perseverance paid off in the past. So when it was really hard and you kept going and you did not quit, where did it get you? Everybody should have at least one success story. So think about your success story and write about it in the comments for me. Have a nice week.